Hello, this is Jonah from Bodes Coding with another video. This should be the last video. Um, I'm going to really cover what happens when you patch with the custom job, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I already have my server set up, so we're going to go to what it looks like, all right? I want you to see before this happens to you and you're like, oh my God. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is novice. I literally just changed the job skin to novice. All right, so this is novice. And the reason why novice looks like this is because the job sprites for all the base classes gets changed to the ASS the ASSI version of them. And what does that mean? It means that this is what novice looks like, right? So if you look in their names, is it PCID? Oh, geez, I forgot which one. Yeah. So if you go to encoding, you have to put ANSI, and this is what they're supposed to look like. Okay. So if you copy this, no, if you look at this name and you go into your GRF editor and you go to where your custom jobs are, which is, let's do this, where your sprites are, you will notice that a lot of the job IDs are not what they're supposed to be. Okay, so these are like the third job, fourth job IDs classes. This is this super novice? Looks like super novice. These won't show up properly. If you change to this job, mage, sage, whichever one, it's gonna crash, and I'm gonna show you right now. You have to manually go into your GRF editor, change the name of the sprite to whatever this value is in the encoding of what it's supposed to be. That is how I fixed the issue. Now, this only works. I mean, it essentially fixes the issue with novice because you're going to get an error saying that novice doesn't work and it doesn't read it. Okay, so let's say I chose this. All right, this is the the ANSI value. Okay, I do not know why the client decides to not do this properly. All right, I got a crash, right? So how did I get, because you're going to be stuck in an infinite loop, by the way, if this happens to you. So you just get a working client, which is what I got from speedrun, when I did the setup. So you just start the game, or just use a client that doesn't have um use a client that doesn't have the custom job patch. This does not have custom job patch. Boom. So now my ninja works. Okay, so I'm going to change this back to novice. Okay, change this back to novice. Go back to my custom client that I want to have custom jobs with. And remember, if you did this, it should show satisfied line or whatever the name of your client is. Okay. All right. So boom, back to novice, right? But I have the custom job already implemented on the client side. So when I switch to the job, it's going to work. All right. So let's head over to the meat and potatoes of this particular video, right? The starting point. If you did the warp video, the first thing you do when you do this, okay, is you go to data, LUA files 514, LUA files. You're going to go to job info. We want to focus on PC hands, IDs, names, pals, and paths. Okay? These 5 files are the most important. All right? So when you open them, you should see, I see IMLs. IMLs, you don't really worry about IMLs, right? We don't worry about IMLs here. Yeah, don't worry about IMLs. Okay, yeah, you don't have to worry about IMLs. I had it open, but PC pals, IDs, hands, names, and paths. Okay, so okay, when you do when you're implementing custom jobs, the PC pals is for your palettes. Okay, you just want to have it in there so that you have a particular color palette that you can use for your job. All right. So you want to go to the PCPal inherit TBL um, down towards this area of your text editor, and you want to scroll down to PCID summoner. This will be above mount IDs, and you want to make a section for your custom jobs. Okay. Give them their own names. Okay. Next, we do PCIDs. Okay. Your PCIDs will be the IDs of all of your job IDs. Okay. It's the first thing you see when you open the PCID file. So you're going to scroll down and you're going to find the spirit handler and you're going to make a section for your custom jobs. All right. Ignore mount IDs that has nothing to do with this. Right. For now, unless you want to make a custom mount for Padawans, Jedi's, and Siths, right? Or whatever you, or what have you. Okay. That's it. That's it. Go to PC hands. This is for this determines the weapon that your class inherits as well. So you just find the PC hand inherit TBL. You go down and you have the Padawan inherit the novice. And you have Jedi's and Siths inherit the Padawans. Why? Well, let's go to some of these things, right? You have Rune Knights inheriting Knights. Rune Mounts for Knight Mount, because that's actually a class. You have Rune Knight for Knight, Warlock for Wizard, Hunter for Ranger, etc. These inherit all of the weapons of that of said class, okay? Unless it explicitly is stated in weapon the weapon scripts. You're gonna this class is automatically gonna inherit all those weapons for that class. So Padawans automatically gonna have all novice inheritance. Okay. PC names. This is the names of all the jobs. Okay. You want to make sure this is correct. So whatever names you have, like this is the name that's gonna show up for the job when you actually see it in game. So when you see the job in game, it's going to be in this font, and it's going to be capitalized, etc. That's what you're going to see, right? And the most important part here is the PC paths. This is the paths to the job sprite. Okay, this is the naming of the job sprite. If it is not named correctly, it won't work. All right. And what helped me was that I went here in encoding, pressed ANSI, found the ANSI name that the error gave me, and I renamed the sprite to this name. That is how I fixed the issue. All right. It is very annoying. I really hope the guy that does warp fix this. Please fix this, because having to do this manually is painful. Luckily, I kind of just want I don't want I don't actually for what I want to try to do, a little side project. I'm gonna call it like a community project that I'm gonna start eventually, is to gut out all of this and then do like Star Wars exclusive custom jobs. But that's something for another day. Okay, so this part is done. All right, that these 5 files is the only thing you need to worry about for now. Okay, we're gonna go back to job info. We're gonna go to we're gonna go back to LUA files, and we're gonna go to skill infos. Okay, job inherit list and skill tree view are the only 2 files that you care about here. This is specifically for your custom job, right? So job inherit list is the list that you have for putting your job in the game. Is going to show up on the client. This is how you get this stuff to work on the client side. Boom. This is here, right? You're going to go down to the bottom, and you're going to add the job ID, JT, whatever your custom job, inherit novice. Okay. You saw earlier where we had Padawan inherit novice, you had Jedi inherit Padawan, Sith inherit Padawan. This is how you set it up, okay? It's not difficult. You do it this way, okay? That is how it should look. Otherwise, it won't work. You're going to get errors, okay? Once you do this, your job, once you job change, it will inherit all skills from the previous tree, okay? So, skill tree view. You go and you find all the skills that that your class is supposed to have, and you put them in the correct slots. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to this here. This is a representation of the slot in the job tree that you're going to have the job icon at. So you're going to eventually see all of that. Same thing for Jedi, same thing for Sith. Okay? Sith is going to have a position in the 3rd slot of the job tree window, the 7th slot of the job tree window, etc. You're going to see this. I just plugged in some skills just to see if it would work. Same thing for Jedi, same thing for Sith. Okay? This is how I did it. You can gut all of this out and put your own thing there. Okay? And that's pretty much it. As long as you have this correct in the correct syntax, it won't break. Because if this is broken, you won't see no skills in the skill tree window, by the way. Just want to let you know. All right. Here's a bonus. You want to go down and you want to make sure the skill tree change skill tab name is there correctly. All right. So here you have novice, first, second, third, fourth. You have Padawan, then you have your second, and then your third, right? And then you have Padawan, Jedi, third. I actually could change this. It doesn't have to be like this. It could be third and then fourth. Now, how does this work? I'm gonna explain to you what this stuff means. So once you job change, the current job that you have would inherit the first tab, which is Padawan, second tab Jedi, and if you had if Jedi was a third job, it would have a third and fourth tab. This is making it compatible enough to go that far. So let me also make sure this is here for fourth as well. This doesn't matter per se because for now there's only a first and second job anyway. But if you wanted to go back and do this properly, you want to go back and change that. Gunslinger, second, third. Super novice, novice, second, third. Take one, second, third, fourth. Star, second, third, fourth, etc. Okay? If these are not set properly, they're not going to look right in the game. All right, I'm going to save this. Um, and that's it. You don't touch anything else. All right, y'all? That's it. For getting the custom job, the skills, the sprite, all of that, right? Next thing. How much time we got? 16. No, we should be good. So, next thing, when it comes to the sprite, I did a video on how to do custom sprites, but the only thing you worry about here, other than getting the sprite, is where is it? Where is it? Party. Oh, come on. I know you're here somewhere. Ah, okay. Okay. So this is one of the issues that you're going to have, okay? Job icons. Once you do the custom job patch, you need to just take a copy or create a custom job icon and apply it to the game. All right? This is what I did. I took random job icons, the death icon and the original icon, and I extracted it out of the game. Okay? And let me show you where I put it. When you extract it out of the game, it's going to make its own folder here in texture, this folder, um, renewal party, okay? And here, you have to make sure that you have a job icon and a death icon for that job. Otherwise, you're going to go run into errors when you're switching jobs and etc. Okay, you have to do it. This once you do this, you take all of this, you put it in your GRF editor, and you save it. So I'm gonna save this. It's being used. Oh, okay. Let me get out of this. All right, save. Uh, Data.grf is being used. Is it because? Oh, right. Let's move this out. Save. Okay. Once this is saved, all of your job icons are gonna have a particular. It's gonna have its job icon in game. This is what you're gonna see when you're in a party. Okay. Once you do this, you're done. We're gonna go to let's see. Once you're done with this, okay. Make sure your sprites are there. By now, you should already have done the sprite video, which you're going to need to do the custom sprite video. If you don't know how to implement custom sprites, then you're done. Okay, so we're gonna go to the client and let's see the magic. So yes, Yosagi is my admin name. All right, so this is the novice. Ignore the Shiranui. I mean, not Shiranui, but you know what I'm trying to say. Job 4501, Padawan. All right. So Padawan has all of its skill. Oh, doesn't have all of its skills. Here I don't know why this is here. If anybody can tell me, please tell me. I don't want this here. Um, yeah. So we're gonna do. Also, you can see that the custom tab has Padawan. If you follow what I did, you would have the same thing for whatever you're doing. At job, no, at J level 50. Just giving myself job points. Wait, huh? Why's that? Why's that happening? Okay, not sure why this is happening. That means something is wrong at skills. They work though. See, they actually work. So I did something wrong. They're in the files. Just a syntax problem, likely. But now we can move on to the next job, right? At job 4502. This is a, we'll go to the Jedi. Now that's not there anymore, but that's fine. Um, you can see that the job tabs have different names. Also, you can see that Jedi tab, and the only reason why Jedi tab doesn't have anything because he doesn't have any job points. So I can say J level works here as well. We're gonna do 50. Jeez, why is that not working? Why is it not working? Okay, at all skills. It was actually working a moment ago. Anyway, yeah, you are able to use the skills, so they work. Boom, and you could do the same for going to at job 4503, and then you could just do all skills. Oh, oh, okay. At give sp. All right. So to know, yes, it is able to he's able to use his skills. So it's essentially implemented. In terms of the skill, it's likely that there is something amiss with the way that it's connected. So, I mean, the way that I added the skills in, it'd be easier for you to just implement one skill at a time, so that you don't get any glitches or anything like that. Most of if anything, if your skills don't show up, it's because of a syntax problem. So it might be because you're missing like SP, you might be missing a comma somewhere, in your code, and you have to go back. So, for the most part, we're done here. This essentially completes the series of how to implement custom jobs. I mean, there's nothing else more difficult than this. Once you have it in, it's in. It's just a matter of getting skill mechanics correct, getting stats correct, getting EXP correct, scripts, weapons, etc. I'm going to be working on weapons. Not sure when, but we're going to do getting weapons into the game and also how to assign them to the class. Once we do that, we'll be finished with that. Then we're going to go to skills, a specific thing, like specifically, like more in depth to like how can I get a specific skill to work the way that I want it. We're going to be working on that. So with that being said, we're done here, and you guys have a great evening.